Hi guys and welcome back to Always Wolves Fan TV. I'm here with myself, Dazzling Dave, and the legend...
Magic Boss.
He didn't know his name. Transfer news, updates, all that, and Dad's opinion coming up next. So hey guys, thanks for joining us. I've had opportunity to do a video with the main man himself, Magic Moss, today. We're going to be looking at the transfer window, the latest rumours, and we're going to get more importantly, your thoughts.
My thoughts, yeah, okay.
He's going to be back for the preview, and also you'll see him on some of the match reactions as well. Dad, let's get stuck into the latest transfer rumours to start with regards to Wolves, yeah?
Yeah.
So, Wolves, obviously, with Raul Jimenez being injured, how do you feel about that?
I'm disappointed he got injured, Davey. But we buying defence players, we got people to score goals as well. And we got nobody to replace him. And that chap, what's his name? Fabio McGill. Who's gone
Fabio McGill? Do you mean Fabio Silva?
I said Fabio Silva. God, why don't they hang on to him for a bit longer? Because I think he was coming good.
Well, we're going to come...
And Chicago, I liked him as well.
Chicago?
Yeah, well, I know.
Who's Chicago? You mean Chiquito?
Chicago, yeah.
Who's injured?
I thought he got rid of him.
No, Dad, he got injured in pre-season. He's out for 6 to 9 months, injury and ACL. Yeah, he was looking good. Let's look at some of the links, Dad.
Yeah,
because
David, yes.
Wolves have been reportedly holding an interest in Eldor Shomurodov. I hope I've said that right. Not as bad as you. He's a Roma striker.
Yeah, go on.
It's been reported in the Italian press, actually, that it would potentially be with a loan to move option, maybe for around 10 million euros.
Well, they got to play a bit better than they did end of last season.
That's got nothing to do with the transfer rumour of him. Let's look at another one who's really interesting, actually. Blackburn striker, Chilean international, 23-year-old, and that's Ben Brereton Diaz. He scored 22 goals for Blackburn last season.
Sounds good, Davy, yeah. But we've got to get there and get him in quick, eh? Otherwise we should be in trouble.
Yeah, so other than that, there's not a real lot to talk about. I mean, apparently Manchester City are sniffing around Ryan Aït-Nouri.
Yes, yeah.
But I think he's done great in pre-season. But
somebody's after Torre as well.
Well,
Chelsea, I think.
Chelsea, I mentioned that Chelsea was a possible destination for Traore, but they want him to play as a right wing back. Which basically is what Tottenham offered him, during the January transfer window before he went to...
Why do we want to stop at Wolves? Well, I want to keep him at Wolves, I reckon.
Well, I have a view that Wolves let him go out to Barcelona on loan, because it's what he wants. Paid his wages.
Yeah. They're doing to all of them, sending them out if somebody's else paying the wages. Like Fabio. Why don't we keep him?
We're going to come back on to Fabio in a minute.
Go on then.
I know you want to talk about Fabio, but Traore, we're on Traore. Personally, he went away. They let him follow his little dream. Barcelona didn't sign him.
Yeah, that's right.
He's come back to Wolves. He has been a little bit injured, but he had a contract offer on the table. The fact that Wolves let him go, he should sign that contract, and Wolves get more money for him. They do, but at the moment, there aren't that many people that are coming in for him because everywhere he goes, he doesn't tend to provide as good as he doesn't tend to provide the assists and goals, does he?
It's true, Jerry, it's true.
But one thing he is exciting. And,
yeah. He's been exciting for Wolves when he comes on and the crowd get behind him and he plays his heart out. But
well, he's been professional. He's not been fully fit, so we'll see what happens with Traore. But I think he'll be available for about 10 million. So Wolves would. So he got 12 months of his contract. Wolves would make a loss and probably take that. But we'll see what happens during the transfer window. We're talking about strikers, Dad.
Yeah, go on.
We're talking about Raul getting injured, which has been a massive issue for quite a long time. We've talked about it many times. Raul got injured for a year. Fabio was thrust into it, 18-year-old striker. bought for 35 million. You know, the actual cost of him isn't his fault.
And they're relying on Bonanza and Neto, are they?
Well, we're going to talk about Fabio. You said you want to talk about Fabio. Wolves have let him go out on loan to Anderlecht.
Yeah.
He scored as soon as he came on.
Has he?
A great goal it was as well. He scored in his first game for them. Wolves have let him go out on loan because, like Morgan Gibbs-White last year, he went out on loan to Sheffield United. He scored 12 goals, 15 assists. Their player of the season. He's come back to Wolves. What are your thoughts on Fabio going out on loan? Do you disagree with it, or do you think it's good for his development? Or do you think Wolves should have kept him as we've got?
I think Wolves should have kept him, yeah, definitely.
He had a few minutes last year. He didn't score though, did he?
No, but he was coming on, right? Like the other, they gave him a chance, have they? I mean, we got nobody now because what's the name's gone? Injured, eh?
Raul,
he's injured now. But who have we got?
Well,
we ain't got Chicago, and I like it.
Chicago,
I know we got
Chiquino.
Bonanza and Neto, but now you're getting a defence. We ain't got nobody to score goals.
Well, you do need to improve the defence.
We do the defence, yeah, but we got to have somebody to score goals.
Well, we've got Neto, Bonanza, and Morgan Gibbs-White have been playing very well.
Is Morgan G. White stopping with Wolves or what?
Well, I hope so. Do you want him to stop?
Definitely, yeah.
There's a few fans out there that really don't rate Morgan. I think he's good enough for the Championship. Personally, I'm of the view he's gone out, he's grown up, he's got stronger.
Yes, right, yeah.
You know,
I agree with that.
And he's been playing well in pre-season, gives us something different. And I'm hoping that Wolves keep hold of him.
Yeah, no, I do, David.
And he stays, and Morgan should sign a new contract as well.
Right, I agree with that, David.
But we've still got Neves.
Yeah. Yeah.
At the moment.
Neves. I don't think anybody's coming for him, have they?
We
was a bit worried about him, weren't you?
Well,
I wasn't worried about him, but I know you was a bit worried about him going. But,
why weren't you worried?
I wasn't worried about him.
Why? Did you always know that Neves had rang you up or sent you a message saying he's stopping?
No, but I wasn't worried him leaving. You know, we got to do what they got to do. But a lot of people, he ain't the main one. He got the other players.
Isn't he the main one? I think he probably is the
but
main one.
But he play. But
Martinho, not Mourinho. He's the manager of Roma. God, we've missed you. No, Dad. I reckon Neves is the main one. He is the kingmaker. He is the one that makes everything tick. But Martinho having him stop is fantastic, but Neves without him in the team, you know. And looking back at the defence, obviously a poor end to last season with, you know, Kilman got injured. Wolves have not bought in a new defender since the Championship, really. I mean, we've got Totti Gomez that came and did a good job for him. Yerson.
We have bought a defender in.
Yerson did well, but got injured.
We got a defender, brought one, I think.
Yeah, Nathan Collins.
That's right, yeah.
What do you think of him?
I don't know yet. Is he better than Bennett? Now, David, talking about, we've got to see what he can do on the pitch, eh?
He's done all right in
pre-season. They keep talk about him.
They said he's like, you know, going to be a top
player.
They're
playing in Spain. They ain't playing people over here.
Yeah, but they're still playing football matches. It's pre-season. It's all about fitness. They played Besiktas.
Go on now.
They're not 4 past. Was it 3 past them? They drew with Sporting, who are, you know, came second in the Portuguese league last year. They're in the Champions League, I believe. They're a good side, you know. But, you know, it was in the heat. They got a 1-1 draw, you know, playing with that. But we didn't really create anything from out and play. The last 2 goals have been penalties, haven't they, pretty much? Well, we got 2 penalties.
Yeah, go on.
In both the last 2 pre-season friendlies.
I don't believe in going over to Spain to play football when they could play players over here. Because I know how they
Dad, there's a thinking behind that. And we were, you know, they were going to go to America to play over there. That got that got cancelled because of different reasons. So they had to step in with some late pre-season friendlies. Normally, Wolves do have a pre-season friendly at home before they start the season because of the Commonwealth Games and the police and stuff. They weren't able to, which is why
they didn't do it last year, though, did they?
They did.
They went to Spain last year, didn't they?
Well, they do go to Spain to train.
Oh, go on.
Anyway, we're not talking about that, generally speaking.
No.
But I get your point. This is why we want Magic Moss on the channel, giving his honest opinions and thoughts. And we want you to leave. Do you agree? Dad, there's a big question mark here for you on the transfer side of things. If he's playing a back 4, who's he playing at the back? Who's your 2 central defenders?
Well, you got Cody, are we?
Are you going to have Cody? Because against Sporting Lisbon, he played Collins and Kilman, not Cody.
No,
he played Cody and Bolly in the effectively the reserve team in the match the game after.
Well, Coleman did it.
Who would you play in central defence if you out of Kilman, Collins, Cody, and Bolly? Who's going to be your starting centre backs?
Coleman,
And
Cody.
Kilman and Cody for
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Okay, leave your thoughts below. And Dad, you excited about the start of the season?
I hope it's a little bit better than last season because they're gonna be up pretty straight away.
8th we came last year, Dad. With the business that we've done at the moment, where we're at the moment, where do we need to strengthen? What do we need to? What positions do we need to strengthen before the end of the
I
season?
think we need a goal scorer, eh?
A striker.
Yeah, striker and probably another goalkeeper.
And Jeff Shee's there. Talk to Jeff Shee.
Who?
Jeff Shee,
Jeff Shee.
Jeff Shee, the Sherman. Tell him what needs to be done and how fast.
Jeff Shee. Get me a new.
Point at him. Go on. Tell Jeff. Look,
we need a new goalkeeper and a new striker.
a new goalkeeper.
Yeah, we've got.
Why do we need a new goalkeeper?
Well, we've only got the one. If he's injured, what's going to happen?
We've got backup for the goalkeeper.
Cody's, what's his name's gone, eh, Ruddy?
Yeah, but we've got the Sarchek that's coming.
Have we got another one? Oh, I've been asleep since then. Okay, well, we need
I don't think we need a goalkeeper, Dad.
Oh, yeah.
What do we need?
new striker.
Tell him.
We need a new striker.
And when do we need it?
Now, not bloody tomorrow, now. Because all the other clubs have all been spending money. And I thought Wolves were going to spend some money, get some new players.
We did. We spent 20 million on Collins and 12 million on Wang.
Wang, he ain't worth 20 million.
12 million.
12 million.
Anyway, they decided that in January.
Yeah.
He's got a lot to prove for you, hasn't he? He Chan Wang.
Yeah, I ain't very keen on him at the moment anyway. So
We'll see what happens.
See what happens. Let's see what happens.
So Jeff Shee, get a striker. What about a midfielder?
Oh, we need a midfielder as well.
A box to box.
Box to box, eh?
A box to box ball carrying midfielder like that Nunes that from Sporting Lisbon.
That'd be very nice, David. Yeah, very nice. Yeah.
And then you're happy.
I know he's that chap. Was that chap from Blackburn you were on there?
Well, we were talking about that, weren't we? They were inquiring about him. He did well.
No, you inquired about him. You got to do it before somebody else comes in and takes him.
So basically, get it done.
Get it done, yeah. Because he's going to be a hard season. All other clubs have spent money.
Apart from Leicester, who haven't bought anyone.
Yeah, well, they had a good season, didn't they? If we'd have gone any longer, we'd have been gone down to the bottom. So they got a.
We had the poor end to the season.
It was a poor end for the season, yeah. So let's hope.
So, Dad, your gut instinct for this season right now. We'll talk to you again about it. Your gut instinct, where are Wolves going to finish?
Top 10.
So right now you're still without bringing in a striker and without another midfielder, and keeping Neves and Morgan Gibbs White. You're going top 10.
Well, I thought last season they'd be in the top 4, but they seemed to have lost the battle.
Lost their way a bit.
They lost their way a bit. I hope they get.
So with the current squad exactly as it is now, without a main striker,
top 10, yeah.
You still think we're going to get top 10?
Top 10, yeah.
And if we do get a main striker and that midfielder, what do you think?
Well, they can't. If they put it together, they're a good size.
If we get that striker to back up role and another a midfielder in that midfielder,
top 4.
You think we can make Champions League?
Yeah.
I like your.
We nearly got it last year, didn't we, David? We just went off, didn't we? We was in the top 6, were we? Top 7.
And then blew it.
Then they blew it, and the games they should have blinking won. They was on the holidays already.
I don't know about that, Dad, but we did have a few injuries.
Okay,
anyway,
right.
There you are, Magic Moss. Always says it how it is. I hope you've enjoyed it. Put a smile on your face.
Loves you all.
Look out for the Leeds preview.
Well, what's the score going to be?
Well, we're going to come on to that. We're going to do a separate video for that.
Oh, separate. Oh,
look out for the Leeds preview for Magic Moss's score prediction. What cuddly toy is he going to have? And you're going to sing your normal. You're going to do a bit of a song, aren't you?
Am I? Oh,
that's what you normally do.
What I was telling you, a chap in Marks and Spencer's, he said, I know you. I said, you know me from work. He just had, the poor chap who just had a stroke, he was 64.
And what's his name?
David, I'd ask you now, but I wished I did because he was a lovely fella. He was 64 years old. He just had a stroke, and he was in a
God bless
wheelchair. God bless him. He was with his wheelchair. I think his wife was with him as well. But he said, "I know you." And he's trying to talk to me like. I said, "From work." He's now, and his daughter was with me. And they said he was probably on the blog, and he said, that's it, the blog. He said, "I like you singing."
You like your singing. So anyway, whoever that was, God bless you and your family.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. We talk about transfers, we talk about Wolves, but it doesn't mean anything if you haven't got your health.
That's true.
And have you got one thing to say about the Lionesses before we finish?
Yeah. That was absolutely magic.
Magic.
I don't know what to say. You would have the manager down Wolves.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Mom, you enjoyed them as well, didn't you?
I'm joining them.
My mom, she's apparently going to become a lioness. And all the best, obviously, to Wolves women as well.
Yeah.
I'm only 83.
She's only 83. Anyway, from myself, Dazzling Dave, and Magic Moss, always Wolves.
Always Wolves. Look after yourself.